What's up, you guys? Welcome to my channel. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know down in the comments what type of videos you would like to see next. Today's an exciting day because today is my man's birthday. So in this video, it's not gonna be no vlog or anything. It's just gonna be me cooking. I wanted to make surf and turf for him. I wanted to do something different. But I have this and I don't have a video to add it to, so I'm just gonna add this in the beginning. I ended up getting this bath set from Burlington for $14.99. Apparently, I don't know, but the original value was $24.99 for this, so $10 off according to them. But when you open it, it just brings some rings, a bath mat, and the shower curtain. So what I'm gonna do is put up the shower curtain. Hopefully this looks nice because they only had either this pink one that looks like that, or they had like a blue, white, and gold. It was like, y'all know that dress where it's like, is it blue and black or is it white and gold or something like that? I'll insert a photo now if I found it. It literally looked just like that. But we're gonna add this to it, and then I'm gonna add a white one behind it. So hold on. Let me go get the white. So what I'm thinking is if I add this white one underneath it, maybe it will look nice together. I don't know. If I don't like it, I'll get a clear one of these to go with it. Now, these rings are going to be temporary because in the other bathroom I have some nice silver ones. I just haven't decided if I want to put them here or if I want to buy some new ones. So for now, we're just going to keep these basic behind white ones that came with it. So I'm going to hook these up to these and then I'll fix the angle so we can connect them back up. So it's put up. I can't really tell if I like it though. I don't know. I can't really tell because it kind of looks wrinkled and I don't like that it looks that way. So I'll play around with it and see. But for now, that's how that looks. And then it also brought one rug with it, and then this, you can use this for anything. You could put toiletries in here for whenever you're like going on a trip or something, which nothing is set in stone yet, but I think might be going on a trip. Might, big ol' might, don't know yet. So this is the size of the rug right here. I don't know if I want to put it, I don't know if I should put it there underneath the sink. It's just really small. I don't like how small it looks there. So let's see. Maybe I could go there for now. Here, let me show you guys how it looks. So maybe I'll put it there for now until I can get some better rugs. I don't know. What do you guys think? Like, in person it looks so much better. Like, in person it looks more pastel pink, which was the vibe that I was going for. But on camera, it looks so washed out. I don't like that. I don't know. I'm going to give it some time. I need to go ahead and broom and mop and fix everything up, but I'm going to continue to play around with it, and then I'll let you guys know in the future if I ended up keeping it or not. So, I mean, if I don't keep it, then I'll just give it to my sister. But, I don't know. I'm like iffy. Alright. Okay, so now we're getting to the cooking part. We're going to be making surf and turf. I've never made this in my life. So this is going to be a learning experience for all of us. I'm already a little bit grossed out because the lobster tails got little feet. So we got 2 lobster tails. Then we have 2 pieces of steak. Obviously, the amount would depend on how many people you have to feed. So we're gonna start with the steak first because I've made steak billions of times before and the lobster tails are kind of scaring me a little bit. So I'm gonna switch the angle so we can season them. So now that we have the steaks in front of us, we are just gonna use a little bit of vegetable oil. You can use canola oil, peanut, whatever type of oil you like to use. This I just like to use it to let seasoning stick. A lot of people season their steak with a lot of different things. They'll use onion, ouch, sorry, I just bit my tongue, but they'll use onion powder, garlic powder, garlic salt. You can use a whole bunch of stuff. I like to keep mine basic just because my husband is a very picky eater. So I like to just go in with the Kinder steak rub, the steak blend. This by itself, you guys, I've tried this with all the other seasonings, and this by itself, this is really good, so don't knock it until you try it. Obviously, if you want to add all that other stuff, you can. But I like to just pour a little bit of oil just to make it stick. And then we will go in with seasoning on both. Season it to your liking. And then I like to just kind of smush it down and spread it a little bit just to make sure that it's in there very nice and good. So I'll do the front and the back and then I'll do the side. So let's flip these over. In the comments, let me know, do you guys like surf and turf? Have you guys ever had surf and turf? So the reason I decided to make surf and turf was because on one of our very first dates, we were so young, but on one of our very first dates, we went with his family to a little restaurant at the beach. You know, the restaurants they be having by the beaches and stuff, very expensive for no reason, but yeah. And that was the first time ever we ate lobster. I've never had lobster before in my life before that, and I've never had lobster after that either. But I wanted to make this to kind of remind us. Obviously, it wasn't lobster tails. We ordered a whole lobster, and it wasn't the very best. Like, I feel like I just didn't like how the restaurant made it. So we're just gonna give it another try. I'm just picking up like the seasoning or that's left around the plate for these sides. But yeah, so we're gonna give lobster one more try. This time it's just the lobster tail because lobster is so expensive for no reason. Very expensive. More expensive than crabs. Also, I love crabs. Oh my goodness, but I remember one time I was with my boyfriend. He had got me, because we go to this place, I'm not going to name it, but they sell like sandwiches, and then they sell like crab legs, or you can get, you know, they don't really have all the seafood options, just crab legs or, what you call it, shrimp. Hold on, I'll be back, let me wash my hands. Okay, but yeah. So they only got like shrimp and crabs. So I got some crab legs, some snow crabs. That's what I like. And I ended up getting food poisoning from them because like they all tasted really good. But when I got to the like very last one, there was this one. It tasted so awful. But I wanted to finish the crab legs. And yeah. Absolutely not. I got seafood poisoning. I got food poisoning. And I was over there throwing up for like a long time. So what the video said, I don't want to do this. Why did I? Why? Y'all gonna watch me struggle today, okay? But basically what he said is you stick it in through there like that on the top. and you just, oh my god. He said to have good scissors, so make sure you got good scissors because these scissors are from Dollar Tree and I am struggling. Wow. How did, you see in the video he made it seem so easy, but I'm over here like struggling. I don't know. What am I doing? Yes, ma'am. Oh, but yeah, basically, you just cut it down to the tailbone, and then you take out the meat. But I am literally struggling to cut this open right now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut them open so you guys don't get bored, and then I'll come back whenever they are already open, because this is gonna take me a while. Okay, so I went ahead and I pulled the lobsters up. So in order to make this easier for you guys so you guys don't struggle the way I was struggling, the meat was hard to pull out, but as soon as I stuck my finger inside the side, like as close as to the shell as I could, and I started smoothing it out, going up and down like that, it started coming out very easily. Then when you pull it all up, you just close it and just set it on top, and then it did it like that. Also, another thing that in the first video he did not show me, but I ended up doing anyways, and in this video I'm watching, he suggested to do it too, was to cut the little legs off. So next time, if I ever do this again, because I don't know, but next time I would cut off the legs first to make it a lot easier to pull out as well. So the lobsters that I got brought these butter, so this is just what I'm going to use. You can use unsalted butter. This is salted butter, but I don't have half of the ingredients they have, so I'm just going to work with what I got. So it's not going to taste the same as theirs, but it's alright. The main ingredient that I don't have, that everybody in their video seems to be showcasing, is lemons. Didn't buy any. Didn't even know that you put lemons on it, honestly. Like, I eat seafood all the time and I didn't know that. I have lemon pepper, but I don't think that seasoning is the same as lemon, because they use lemon juice. They use half a lemon. So if you do have a lemon, make sure you add that into this bowl as well. So what he did in the video was he added 2 tablespoons of butter. He added 1 teaspoon of minced garlic, but my husband doesn't like a lot of garlic either, so I'm going to put less. And then after that, he added the 1 teaspoon of minced garlic. He added half a lemon, but he squeezed the lemon inside of it with the seeds and everything. So if you guys have lemons, do that. I'm just gonna add a very tiny bit, like literally like that much. I'm not barely gonna add anything just because my husband is very picky. He did also say if you guys had parsley, you can add that. I don't have the fresh parsley. I only have the seasoning parsley. I'm still gonna put a little bit. This is also the seasoning, ironically, I use on steak, which I guess is good because it could go on the, because it's surf and turf, so it can go on the steak for me if he doesn't like it for the lobster. So then he melted this all together. Let me go back to the video, make sure I added all the ingredients, and then I'll come back. This is the video I'm watching. It's called Lobster Tails, How to Make Lobster Tails in the Oven Juicy and Tender by the Savage Kitchen. So you guys go ahead and check that out because that video is very informative and easy to follow. Okay, so he ended up adding 1/4 teaspoon of paprika and I think half a teaspoon of Slap Ya Mama. I don't have that. I only have Old Bay. So we're just gonna use that, and then I'm just gonna eyeball. I don't really want a lot of seasonings because, like I said, my husband is very picky when it comes to seasoning, so I'm gonna try to be very light in that aspect. So I'm gonna take a little bit of Obey as well. So little of this because he doesn't really like Obey like that. So he does like Obey. He likes it on the shrimp. He just doesn't know that it's Obey. It's like y'all know how it is. Y'all like me cooking for y'all partners that are picky eaters. You guys know. So I'm gonna go ahead and mix that all together. And then I believe he added lemon pepper. Let me check just to make sure. Yeah, so he took half a teaspoon of lemon pepper. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of that as well. Oh, not too much, please. Like I said, my man is so picky. Hopefully he likes this. So we're just gonna mix it all together. And then I'll be back whenever he seasons his lobsters. So he used a butter-based steak seasoning. I don't have that, but in the other video that I watched, the other guy just used the complete seasoning. So that's what I'm gonna use because it's what I have. And he seasoned also the cutting boards wet because I washed them and I didn't pat them dry. So I don't. It's gonna be moved to another one, so it doesn't really matter. But he literally just sprinkled it on top. And the good thing about this video is he uses precise He uses precise measurements, which is good because I've never cooked this in my life. Although I'm not even using precise measurements like he is. It is what it is. Just gonna pat it in real quick. And he said to make sure you season both sides. He says a lot of people usually forget to season the bottom. He made it look so easy to pull this back to. But yep. Season the bottom real quick. Pat it in. Ah. Wow, they make this seem so simple. I'm sure it is simple. I'm just overcomplicating it myself. But yeah, season. And then I'll be back whenever I finish watching the video. Okay, so he also said to put a splash of paprika, and if you want, you can add salt as well. But since the butter that they brought me is already salted, I don't want to make it too salty. So I'm not going to add any salt. I'm just going to add a little bit of the paprika. He said smoked paprika. This is just regular paprika. I'm sure that it doesn't really make a difference which one it is. But he said a little bit. So that's what I'm doing now. And make sure to season this on both sides as well. So now he grabbed a tray and he put a piece of parchment paper on it. And then he set the lobsters on it. Like so. These are going to be baked in the oven. Let me check the degrees he said real quick and then I'll come back. Okay, so he said you set your oven to 350 degrees and you cook them until they have an internal temperature of 140 to 145 degrees Fahrenheit, which the box that I have also says the same, around the same thing. Just says 375 degrees for 8 to 10 minutes until internal temperature reaches 145 degrees as well. So for that, I have a thermometer. I got this from Walmart. It was like $12, $13. It has the on and off, and then you can switch it from Celsius to Fahrenheit. So that's how it looks like when it's on. I know it's saying 76 degrees because it is 76 degrees in here right now. So we'll just turn that off right now. Turn off. There we go. Now he grabbed one of these things. This thingamajigger. He dipped it inside. I have to remelt the butter because it's starting to harden already. And I have to add more. But basically what he did was he use this on there, and he said you want to like pat it gently so you don't rub off the seasoning that's already on it. So this is just a little extra flavor, if you will. He said his took 6 minutes to cook, but every lobster tail is different, so as long as you just make sure that the internal again is 145 degrees, you'll be good. And this is one of those dishes, he said, to just plate as soon as it comes out of the oven. So I'm gonna see how far my husband is to know exactly when I have to put it in the oven and stuff, so that it can be plated in time. But so far it seems pretty simple, other than and the ingredients are very basic ingredients you can find in any supermarket. The lobsters, you can find these in Walmart, Rose. I'm pretty sure Target probably has it. I'm not really sure, but I know there's a lot of places that sell seafood. These were 2 tails for $20, so they are a little bit on the pricier side. The steaks back there, well, I put them in the fridge for now. The steaks were 2 for $10 as well. So this meal in total is $30 or $15 each roughly. So it's not that bad, but I do understand that some people are on a budget, so do keep that in mind. I was thinking about putting like also making a little bit of shrimp and placing the shrimp on top of this or on top of the steaks, but I ended up using the shrimp for another meal, so we're not gonna do that. But once they come out of the oven, I'll get back on camera and show you guys. The steak, I cooked them in the air fryer at 400 for around 10 to 15 minutes depending on how big, but that's just because I like mine well done. So that would also be depending on how you like your steaks, whether that's medium rare, medium, you know, fully cooked like I like mine. A lot of people don't like it like cooked all the way. They're like, oh, that's nasty and rubbery, but that's just how I like it. So yeah, I'll come back whenever these come out of the oven. I believe he left some of this, so he poured a little bit before, and then after it came out of the oven he put a little bit more just to give it its juices. So I might have to make a little bit more now that I'm looking at it. It is already starting to harden, so I definitely gotta put it back in the microwave. But I'll come back and then we'll see how it ends up looking. Hopefully tastes good. We'll see. So I'm currently editing this video, and I wanted to come on and share a couple things with you guys about the surf and turf. So it tasted amazing. I 100% recommend. 10 out of 10. You can see the video. I already have it posted, the video that I took the recipe from, I mean, and it was pretty good. But I by no means eat a lot at all. I eat small meals, but a lot of small meals in a day. So this would typically be considered like, this would fill me up, is what I'm trying to say. So my husband eats like a lot more than me, so after making this meal for him, he ended up still being a little bit hungry afterwards, so he ended up eating snacks and desserts, and I as well got a little bit hungry too, so I'm about to make myself something to eat. So what I would do different is I would probably make mashed potatoes, some asparagus, and a lot of meals did have that stuff as sides. But in general, when I was looking at photos of surfs and turfs, it was mainly just the steak and the lobster tail. So do keep that in mind. If you do eat a lot, maybe have 2 lobster tails, 2 steaks, or if you are on a budget, I suggest getting mashed potatoes, which the bags are like $1 or $2 for a family size. So I really do suggest that. And that's all I really wanted to add to this video. In general, this was a good recipe, nice and easy. The lobster was done in about 15 minutes. Right along with the steak. The steak took 10 minutes, so it definitely does not take long at all. So I do recommend. It's a nice quick meal for you, your family and stuff. So just keep that in mind though.